Biden DOJ arrests former FBI informant who said Biden took bribes from Ukrainian energy company. From the Post-Millennial. I can simplify this for you. The Biden Department of Justice has arrested a witness against Joe Biden. I mean, what do you do?
Who's the name of this guy?
So this is funny. It's funny. This is former FBI informant Alexander Smirnov, 43, arrested Thursday. You know what's funny about this? And you know why I don't believe it for 2 seconds? So this guy's a whistleblower accusing the Bidens of taking bribes. CNN has already called it, what do they call it? The now debunked? Or what did they say? Let me, they say Special Counsel David Weiss charged a former FBI informant with lying about President Joe Biden, his son Hunter Biden's involvement in business dealings with the Ukraine energy company. Smirnov is facing charges in connection with lying, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Congressional Republicans have championed Smirnov's now discredited allegations. CNN is reporting it because of an indictment that proves the whistleblower is a liar and his claims have been discredited. There's been no trial. There's been no adjudication. Quite literally, all that has happened is Biden's DOJ has arrested the man accusing Biden of committing a crime. And CNN goes, oh, well, that proves it.
Who did they arrest for the Russian hoax?
No one.
Kevin Kleinsmith.
Kevin Kleinsmith?
Kevin Kleinsmith. Yeah, the FBI lawyer who fabricated the email to get a false FISA warrant.
He didn't get arrested. He got a slap on the wrist.
Well, he got arrested. Yeah. Well, and he got criminally charged and he got probation. He didn't go to prison.
Yeah.
That's a difference.
But he did something different than in this case. He lied to a judge. He lied to a court. He falsified a document, correct?
Oh, yeah. He should be in prison.
So, but my question is, like, you know, you had these characters like Joseph Misford, who just disappears into the ether, who was feeding this information to the FBI and to the U.S. government that turned out to be a hoax. Or the guy that compiled the dossier, did he ever go to jail?
The Steele? He's British. Christopher Steele?
Is Smirnov?
That's true. Fair point.
I assume he's not American.
Yeah, he's not American either. Julian Assange is in jail. He's not American. Right. Well, it seems to me that there is a criminal conspiracy currently underway within the United States government. The reporting from Michael Schellenberger and Alex Gutentag and Matt Taibbi has been rather revealing. Have you seen that stuff?
I haven't seen what came out today.
So the story, it was a story from yesterday. So I think today one did come out. This is the final chapter in the story. But there's allegedly this binder.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
That has information pertaining to the start of the Russiagate hoax and the Crossfire Hurricane, basically the conspiracy to overthrow the United States government, as I would describe it. And the question is, who has it? Some argue that Donald Trump took it, or someone in his administration took it, and that's why they raided his home. They're desperately trying to find it because it's evidence. However, one source told Michael Schellenberger, in fact, they have it hidden themselves because they don't want it to get out. So if anyone requests it, there's a FOIA or anything, they're like, we don't have it.
Why wouldn't they just burn it?
I don't know.
The memories. You don't want to get rid of the keepsake.
All the pictures.
I mean, why did they write an article called The Shadow Campaign to Save the 2020 Election?
That's another one I did.
Because they always return to the scene of the crime. And I'll mention this too, because we're kind of all over the place right now. But if you think 2020 was a shadow campaign, you better damn well believe there's a shadow campaign going on right now to save the 2024
What
election.
I think is happening, this is my bird's eye view hypothesis, is that we're transitioning from our liberal economic order, our 80-year-old order, to this new world order, and that there's people trying to facilitate that, and they're willing to commit crimes in order to make that happen, and while at the same time cover up the crimes that they've been committing to make this happen by committing new crimes.
No, I kind of agree with you, but I think you're wrong. I think we're transitioning from a liberal economic order into a communist utopia.
That unfortunately may be the new world order if we don't do it right.
This would be the first time it's ever been tried. In fact, that's where we're currently at.
Utopia is supposed to be spelled EU. That means good place. Utopia with an E. The letter U. That's just Thomas, whoever wrote the book in
Sir
the 1500s.
Thomas More.
Yeah, Thomas More wrote that, and it's actually a very dystopian place in his book.
Yes, the EU is also a dystopian place.
Utopia.
Utopia.
It does feel like the U.S. government's been hijacked by global banking industries, and they're just selling us out and moving us towards this new corporate governance.
I don't know. You work with these people. What do you think?
We're transitioning.
But
I mean, the whole term disinformation, for instance, you have to control the information to set up this new alternate reality, this utopia. And we know they're doing it. Like, on the weaponization committee, I've sat there, I've looked at the documents, the communications from the White House to the social media companies where they're trying to control all of this, and all of the elements of a dystopian future are there.
Well, how come the Republicans are so bad at everything?
Which part do you want to get into? There may be
boy.
different reasons.
What's making you most depressed right now?
Yeah,
Is
there
it
you go.
depressing
That's a good place to
Let's
start.
talk about you being depressed. Welcome to Grimcast.
What, you're wearing a national debt tracker?
Yes, I built this. By the way, it's an anxiety generator.
Do you feel like you have like a bomb strapped to your
Yes.
chest?
Yeah.
Now, hold on. That's actually tracking the national debt, right?
Correct.
So does that mean the rate of growth will increase or decrease based on spending in Congress?
Yes.
Wow.
In fact, some people vote. By the way, I'm wearing this on my lapel, and I wear it every day, every moment I'm in Congress. And now I've got members of
A great
Congress.
resolution.
They're voting and then turning and looking at my debt clock to see if their vote changed.
That's the best.
Then I had one congresswoman who couldn't stop staring at it, and I had to tell her my eyes were up here.
Women are out of control.
But she
Always trying to stare at a man's national debt.
no, she told me to make a belt buckle out of it.
Oh, that's a great
good.
idea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You could have a whole line of like Ray-Bans where it's just like along the top of the sunglasses.
Yeah.
But
Well, let me just finish this. So I built this debt clock. Like I built it a year ago. I wrote the code. There's about 1,500 lines of code. It goes to Treasury once a day, gets the actual debt to the penny because that's as frequently as they publish it. And then it tells you at any given moment what the closest estimation of the debt is right now. And Tim, I brought you one.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right on.
It's called a debt badge.
I hope you
Dude,
clip
can people
it
buy
to
those?
your beanie.
Do they buy those from like your website or anything?
Now, I refuse to monetize the debt, so I'm not selling it. But somebody I know is.
That's the best.
They took my design and improved it a little bit. This is the new and improved 3D printed case. It's nylon impact resistant.
Oh, nice.
But it's a debt badge. You go to debtbadge.com and you can get one of these and depress yourself and never get invited back to a party.
I do enjoy going to usdebtclock.org from time to time and just watching it spin up.
And you know what? It's inaccurate. The debtclock.org.
Oh, by how much in what way?
$50 billion at any given time. Some guy got one of my debt clocks and he called up and he says, this thing isn't working.
You're like, no,
got
it's
the
more
wrong-"
accurate.
I'm like, this is the most accurate debt clock on the planet.
We should get a big one like that clock up there and put it next to the clock too.
Ooh, USB-C.
Yes.
Just feel
He's-
stressed
He's
all the
charging it right now. Now,
That's great resolution. What
So-
is that?
It's
so
it's
cool.
320 by 170 is the
Yeah.
screen on this. But I also brought you a stand. So
great.
made out of copper roof flashing from my house. I had some roof flashing left over.
All right.
And you just, like I'll show you here on my debt clock. You just clip it to that and you can set it there.
That's great.
I guarantee you I haven't
33 trillion.
put any spyware in it.
Well, I'm not going to plug it into my computer.
Defaulting on the interest would be unethical. Is that correct?
Do the short. Yeah,
Maybe
you got
it's
it. That
bugged.
was
It
fine.
comes. Massie should
like
don't
that,
listen
right?
to us from now on.
Yeah. And then it'll just sit there on your desk.
Look at that.
And you can be depressed all day.
How long does the battery last?
On the I've got 3 brightness levels. On the dimmest level it'll last 8 hours, but when you put it on Adam Schiff in the elevator with me level, because I turn it up super bright,
It will blind him.
Yeah, it'll only last about 3 hours at the Adam Schiff blinding level.
So
But it's got to make a point when it's doing that.
Yes,
So how-
and I love getting stuck out elevator. with
why how about we get, I asked you why are the Republicans so bad at everything?
Yeah.
Why is it that, Bob Menendez can be indicted more than once, be found with, what did he have? He had gold bars? Is that what it
Actual
was?
gold bars with Egyptian markings on them from
And-
the Egyptian government,
And
likely.
immediately it's like, well, hold on, we can't expel the guy. We got to wait. And then George Santos has a bunch of accusations.
for being hilarious.
and charges, and fair, but not convicted of anything. And he's like, throw him out. We have no time for this guy.
It's a crying shame. He's the only, we've had all these resolutions of censure and impeachment, and the only person we've managed to run out of office is one of our own. It's ridiculous, and now we've got a smaller
Why-
majority because of it.
For what reason did these Republicans vote to expel George Santos?
So the New York delegation did it to their own. They brought this resolution to throw him out of Congress on their own member because they thought he was weighing them down and he might cost them their reelection. So they took out one New Yorker to save 4.
But why did all the other Republicans join in? Not all the other, but what, 100, was it 104 or 105?
Enough of them.
Yeah, I can't rationalize this for them. I didn't vote for to get rid of him. I mean, it's just one of the stupidest things we've ever done.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.